welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about how to do a simple going to work, going to office makeup look. This is usually the makeup routine that I do when I'm getting ready to go into the office in the morning. So in the morning when I wake up, I'll wash my face with the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. This has just become a staple to me ever since I went on Accutane a couple years ago, and I was using it while I was on Accutane and continue to use it after going off of Accutane. After I clean my face with this, I then go in with a cotton pad and the Mario Badescu Aloe Vera Toner. And I just kind of will rub that all over my face. I like to give it a little bit of a shake. And just pour some over the cotton like that. And then just like kind of go like this. And then go underneath my eyes. Just like that. After putting on a toner, I'll let that sit for 10 seconds. And then my next step is to go in with the Estee Lauder Idealist, and this is a pore minimizing skin refresher. This has been an absolute favorite of mine. I bought this early in September, and it just makes such a difference with your pores. And you honestly don't need a lot. I just get like one little pump like that, rub it between the tips of my fingers, and then just go in and put it all over my face. You just really don't need a lot. You just really don't need a lot. Just like that. I'll let this pore minimizer sit in for probably another 10 seconds before going on to my next step. The next step in my makeup routine is to use the Murad Multivitamin oil. This I've been using again. I discovered this when I was on Accutane a couple years ago, and I just wanted some oils to help with my dry skin. And after I discovered this, it became a routine with me, and I've been using it ever since. So it has like a little Doppler like that. I truthfully put just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more than the size of a dime. I'll rub that like this. I'll rub it between my hands like this, and then just put it all over my face. Just rub it in like that. And then if I have any leftover, I like to bring it down to my neck. So after the Murad oil sets in for a couple minutes, I like to go in with my CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I again discovered this while I was on Accutane, and I used it while I was on Accutane and continue to use it after getting off of Accutane. I'll just get a little pump of it, like about, I want to say maybe a size of a dime. Again, just rub it in between the tips of my fingers. And then I'll just go in and put it in on my face. Again, if I have any leftovers, I'll bring it down to my neck like this. So after allowing for the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion to set into my skin for a few minutes, I then go in with my sunscreen, and I use the Elta MD sunscreen. This, I love this one. I used it while I was on Accutane and continue to use it while being off of Accutane. And I'll just put a little bit of it on the tip of my finger, just like that. Again, I'll rub it in between the tips of my tops of the tips of my fingers, and then I'll just go in like that. I like it because it doesn't have like a strong smell, so I'm not getting really grossed out as I'm putting on this sunscreen. It doesn't have that strong sunscreen smell, which I just can't stand. So after about 30 seconds of letting the sunscreen sit on my skin, I like to go in with my Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. This was something I was using during the summer, and I still have a lot left in it, so I'm just using it during the winter. It's been fine. But the same thing, just a little bit on the tips of my fingers, rub it in, and then I just like to dab it onto my skin. I don't know, I like the banana, and I could the citrus, it has a little bit of citrus smell and just very refreshing to have, you know, at the start of your day. So I'll put that in on that. After I let the primer set onto my skin for about 30 seconds, it's time to go into the foundation. The foundation I've been really using lately is the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Moisturizing Foundation. And this is in the color 2N as in Nancy 1, and it's Bamboo Beige. I just like to give it a little shake. After a nice shake, I'll just squeeze a little bit, like eyeball how much would be good, and this is just kind of the color of it. I'll grab a little bit with my ring finger and I'll just go like this, and I'll just put it on like that. I like to use a sponge when applying my foundation, and I'll just go in. I'm gonna need some more for the forehead. I promise it's gonna look better after it sets in and I put every other layer that goes on top of it. So this is how it looks after I just apply it with one layer of foundation with a sponge. I don't go in with a second layer because I just try to keep it more simple. And it's not such a thick consistency, but for me and my preference, this is fine. If I wanted a little bit more coverage, or if I was going out more, I would probably go in with a little bit of concealer in some spots. But for work, the office, or you're going into the hospital for a shift, I think this is totally fine in my opinion. Again, everyone has their own preference, so just do what's your preference. After I'm done with this, I like to set this foundation very just a little bit, and I use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is in the color 2, and that's what the color 2 looks like. I'll get a fluffy brush, and I believe this is the Sigma Large Powder Brush, and it's F30. I bought this set years ago. Any fluffy brush you may have, it doesn't have to be Sigma. It's totally fine. I just kind of like dab it a little bit, and I'll take it off and just go in. I'm like more like pressing it in than circling it in. I like to do that after I press it in, but I just do a little bit just so it could kind of like, I don't know, I like the way it looks once you set it in, especially with this one. It just looks really, really nice. I always set my liquid foundations with a setting powder, and this has been definitely my favorite and to go one. After I've like pressed it in, I'll then go in and circle it in to the skin. See, it's already starting to look much better than a moment ago. So after I set my foundation with the powder, I then will let that one kind of like do its thing and set in. I don't know, I feel like it kind of does something when you don't touch it for a few minutes and you work on your eyes. So I'm gonna move on to my eyes next. So for my eyes, usually for like a simple makeup eye look to go to work or for the office, I don't do much eyeshadow on my eyelids. So the only eyeshadow I do for like more of that simple makeup look is I take a bronzer. I like to use a Hoola one. So I'll take a bronzer, and then I will take a brush. This one's by Sigma. I believe it's E33. It's been cut off so I can't see. But I'll use a brush that's like this, and then a bronzer. I'm using the Hoola one today, but I'll dab it, and then what I will do is I'll just put it right there on that crease part. Let's see. I'll do like windshield wipers. I'll just take that back and forth right in there. just kind of gives it a little bit of color on your eyes, but yet again, it's still simple. And it's, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And just put that color right in there and just smoothen it out by taking it back and forth, back and forth. After I do that on my eyes, I like to always put on an eyeliner on top, like a liquid eyeliner on my eyes, and do just a little bit of like a cat eye, just a little bit. I'm gonna do that off camera and then I'll be right back. I'm doing my top eyeliner. I really love to use the Morphe Felt Tip Liquid eyeliner. This is my absolute favorite at the moment to use. I used to use the Stila one, but this is a great alternative to that one, and it's a lot more cheaper. But if you could just see, I'll zoom you in. I just did it a little bit, just a little bit of a wing, because I feel like just even a little bit of a wing helps make your eyes look like they're bigger than they actually are. And then after I do the liquid eyeliner on top, I will go in with my mascara. Currently, for mascara, I'm using this IT Cosmetics mascara. They collaborated with Drybar and they came out with this mascara. I like it so far. I think it's okay to use. So after applying a few layers of the IT Cosmetic mascara, I've always been a person who's loved going in with a second mascara and just coating a few layers on top of the base mascara that I have already put on. Kind of like my go-to second mascara nowadays for a really long time has been the L'Oreal Voluminous Black mascara, and this is in extreme or carbon black. So this is carbon black. So I'm gonna just put a few layers of this on my eyes just so I could give it a more plumped look. This is how my eyelashes look right now with only the IT Cosmetics mascara on, and then I'm just gonna go in with the L'Oreal. After adding a few layers of the L'Oreal mascara on top, I'm done with the mascara part. I put a little bit of the IT Cosmetics mascara on my lower lashes, and that's pretty much it. What I really like to do is at the end of applying the mascara and letting it dry a little bit, I like to take an eyeliner and just put it on the top inner part of my eyelids. I feel like those help with making my eyes look bigger, and it's just like a technique that I like to use. The eyeliner that I really love is the Sephora brand eyeliner. I feel like it's the best eyeliner I've honestly used, from the high ends to any of the drugstore. The Sephora branded black eyeliner is by far my favorite. A little bit of this in the inner top part of my eye, just to have it like pop a little bit. Yeah, I'm officially done with my eyes. So what I have left is my bronzer, my blush, and just to set my makeup. The bronzer that I like to use, whether it's for simple makeup or if I'm going out to an event, I really love the Fenty bronzer, and this one is the Island Thing. This is what it looks like, the color. I like to use a pointed face brush. This is the Sephora brand one, and I'll just grab a little bit, dab it off, and I have an eyeball of, I'm just gonna put that on the side. So where I kind of just eyeball on how to start is just like it's like the cheekbone, and I'll just take it back and forth until I'm happy with the way it looks. I'm not a makeup artist. This is just the way I like to do my makeup, and I'm happy with it. But if you definitely have any advice, leave it down below. I'm always looking for new makeup tips and secrets. So I'll just put a little bit of it on my forehead like this, and then I'll bring some down to my cheek, like my jaw, and sometimes even to my neck, the bronzer. And that's and so this is how it looks just with the bronzer on. I'm gonna go in with a blush. I'm using the NARS blush, and this is the color Orgasm. It's their most popular blush color, and all to do is just smile and just put it on wherever the apple of my cheek is. So get a little bit more, smile. So that's how it looks with the bronzer and the blush on. The next step is for me to set just my face makeup. I really like using the Catrice Prime and Fine setting spray. You can get this at Ulta. At least that's where I get it from. It just smells super refreshing, and I love it. So after spraying my setting spray, the last thing I like to do with my makeup routine is my lip. For 4 months, my go-to lipstick has been a MAC lipstick. I don't know if this is a limited edition or not, but this is the Velvet Teddy lipstick. I think it's just such a it's a beautiful color, and I'm almost out of it. I've been using it so much, but I think it's great to wear to work. It's simple, it's not too much, it's classy and elegant. I like to outline my lips with either whatever lip liner I kind of have that's like in these color ranges if I'm using it with this one. There we have it with the lipstick on. I actually ended up using MAC lip liner, and this is the color Soar. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. I think it's like a beautiful finish, and it's good for like a simple makeup look. Now you are ready to go to work with simple makeup on. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked this video and would like to see more, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time in my next video. Take care. Bye.